So, dann schauen wir doch mal. Auch wenn wir frei haben, könnte jemand bei der Schule rumstehen. Nee, tut keiner. Dann haben wir auch die Schule abgehakt. Okay. Dann bleibt uns eigentlich nur noch der Food Court. Warum eigentlich haben wir so wenige Bereiche, wo wir hinlaufen können? Und übrigens, deine Freundin ist nicht dort. Ja, das ist auch nichts Neues. Wir können nicht mal zum Food Court. Ach. Wo soll dieses Mädchen sein, mit dem wir da reden müssen? Diese Frau hatten wir jetzt auch schon öfter. Mensch. Ach, die ist das? Der hätte ich doch eben schon angesprochen. Puh. Na, ich erinnere mich an Saki Konishi, ja. Naja. Er versucht sie zu warnen. Also Report mit der Gruppe. Beim Food Court wahrscheinlich. Oder am Telefon? Beim Chinese Diner. Warum nicht? Essen ist auch gut. Aber keiner isst.
I'm seriously pooped. This stuff's a lot harder when you don't have a badge to flash. I walked around all day and didn't hear anything good.
It was the same for me. There was absolutely no talk about the case whatsoever, let alone...
Upsi. Entschuldigung.
Ditto for me. Actually, in my case, I kept getting bombarded with questions and couldn't get them onto the main subject at all.
Wundert mich gar nicht.
The killer must be pretty good to have pulled this off without being seen by anyone in this small town.
Vielleicht ist es ja eine ganz unverdächtige Person, die man nicht vermuten würde,
What should we do?
der Killer zu sein.
Well, one steak bowl, please.
Oh ja, Steak.
That's not what I meant. But then again, I guess we might as well take a break.
Shia hat ja schon so einen kleinen Fleischfetisch.
I'll have a crab and egg fried rice.
I'll have roast pork ramen with extra noodles.
Heute kriege ich Hunger.
Now that our tummies are full, let's share what we learned, even if it wasn't much.
Ja, was haben wir denn so an Infos? Blablabla, ja, die Infos haben wir.
So, to sum up, there really was no new information. The end?
The police had an unusually large number of officers in their initial investigation of the first two incidents. To find facts that even they overlooked would be difficult indeed, now that over half a year has passed. There wasn't a single report of suspicious persons being witnessed to begin with. Miss Yamano had ardent fans, whereas Saki-san didn't. But otherwise, the conditions are the same.
You know, every time I tried to ask about the case, everyone ignored me and kept ranting about the damn fog.
Ach ja, der damn fog.
Yeah, that or the Midnight Channel. I asked around about Teddy too, but no one's seen him.
Wo ist Teddy?
Gee, I wonder where he could have gone.
Do you have anything, Naoto? Any new, deductions?
Without any new data to work with, there isn't much I can do. But there must be someone in town who meets all the criteria for this case.
Und da ist garantiert auch jemand in
The
der Stadt.
killer must have a connection to both Saki-san and Miss Yamano. as well as be in a position to observe our actions periodically to some extent.
Vielleicht ja sogar ein... Nee, sag ich jetzt nicht.
Finally, it must be someone who could approach Senpai's house without arousing suspicion.
Okay, jetzt sollte es klar sein.
I need some fresh air before I give it more thought. I'll be outside.
Jetzt sollte klar sein, wer gemeint ist. Auch dir. Nur jetzt sitzen bringt nichts. Also raus in die frische Luft. Geschneit. Wieder mal.
It's snowing. No wonder it's chilly.
It's freezing out here.
Ja, liegt am Winter.
Maybe this'll help clear my head and get my deductive muscles flexing. Hey, is it snowing?
Wow, ein Blitzmerker.
Too bad the fog's so thick. The snow just gets lost in it.
Wir haben irgendwen übersehen.
What's the matter?
Schau uns mal alles genau an. Der Täter hat irgendeine Art von Verbindung mit Mayumi Yamano und Saki Kunishi. Und den Warnbriefen nach weiß er, was über die andere Seite und wenn er hinkommt. Vielleicht was damit haben wir noch mehr? Die Briefe wurden direkt zum Haus gebracht, aber niemand hat irgendwie Verdächtiges gesehen. In den ersten beiden Fällen war es genauso wenig. Die einzig mögliche verdächtige Person ist... Nanako? Die steht zur Auswahl? Nee, niemals. Kann es denn sein? Er könnte es sein. Der gute Adachi. Wir sind ihm mehrfach begegnet. Über die Polizeibewegungen haben wir auch einiges von ihm gehört.
Huh? What about him?
Detective Adachi. A member of the police force. That is an interesting approach. It would certainly explain the lack of witness reports. It's the same reason no one ever reported seeing Namatame's truck.
This is a small town, so everyone must have known who he is. And since he's a detective, people definitely wouldn't have thought of him as being suspicious.
Ich hab's doch gewusst.
In fact, he could use his position to his advantage and hide critical information.
Ja, ganz genau. Er könnte die wichtigen Sachen einfach mal unter den Tisch kehren, wenn man so will.
Huh. Well, if you think of it that way, I guess it's possible.
Und wie das
But
possible
we're
ist.
talking about Adachi here, right? I mean, really? Adachi? He's your textbook lousy detective.
Das könnte alles nur eine Verkleidung sein.
Are we really on the right track here?
Oder eben eine Maskerade.
Actually, regarding Detective Adachi, I'm not sure how to put it, but there's something that's been bothering me about him for some time now.
Yeah?
Lass hören.
Perhaps it's just my imagination, so I shouldn't speak too...
Gesundheit.
It's cold. I think we've cooled down enough here. Let's go back in.
Könnte Adachi der Killer sein? Es ist zumindest nicht auszuschließen.
Adachi-san? That can't be. I mean, he said he came to escort Miss Yamano and...
What? Was he at your inn when the announcer was staying there?
When Miss Yamano was staying at our inn, the media were swarming all over it. That's when Adachi-san arrived, saying he'd been assigned to guard her. He told our waitress that fame could be rough.
Guard her? He didn't spend the night there?
Huh. I wonder if he knew Ms. Yamano.
I don't know about that, but I heard he did call out to a girl in my class. I found out this afternoon. But I thought, you know, that's just how cops are. So I didn't think it had anything to do with the case.
Detective Adachi also questioned Saki-san, the one who found the announcer's body, on numerous occasions.
Hat also die ganzen Infos bekommen.
I heard it was because there was so little information about the case at the time, but it's certainly unusual to question someone with as strong an alibi as hers multiple times.
Then you think he had something else on his mind?
Aber was?
And that something is what connects those two victims to Adachi-san? Come to think of it, we've been running into that guy a lot, in all sorts of places.
Ja, das hatten wir gerade
Every
eben.
time he'd tell us what the police were doing before saying, "Oops, I said too much," and clamming up. Was that all to throw us off the trail?
It would be no problem for him to drop that warning letter into your mailbox either. Not to mention the fact that he can destroy any evidence that might point to him.
Das könnte er.
Then, is it really Adachi-san?
Das wissen wir nicht. Aber er könnte es sein.
This is still only a tentative theory. We should work to confirm it as soon as possible.
Also ich bin mir ziemlich sicher, Naoto, dass er das sein könnte. Er ist einfach zu unverdächtig.
This is Naoto Shirogane. Something has occurred to me about the case, and I'd like to get Detective Adachi's input on it. Huh? The transport? It's right now?
Was für ein Transport?
Right, I see. Thank you.
Was für ein Transport?
What was that about a transport?
Detective Adachi is headed to the hospital to prepare for Namatame's relocation.
Will er ihn verschwinden lassen?
We must head there at once.
Ranka! Level 4 für das Judgment Arcana.
Huh? What are you guys doing here? Hey, do you know where Dojima-san went? They told me he snuck out of his room again.
I assure you, we've made it clear to him several times that he needs to stay put, but he keeps going off on his own.
Jeez, with Namatame finally relocated, I was looking forward to going home.
So, he's been relocated. I've been wondering. You seem to be in a terrible hurry to get him out of this hospital.
Huh?
Huh? Oh, well, yeah. I mean, we can't leave him here with Dojima-san and Nanako-chan around. Didn't you guys think so too?
Da hätte man ihn nicht gleich dahin bringen müssen.
Hey, what are you doing here anyway? Nanako-chan's room is in the other wing. Don't you think you should leave before Dojima-san finds you? If he catches you, he'll start pestering you again.
Man würde wohl im Krankenhaus rumlaufen dürfen. Also wirklich.